Looking to learn life lessons without going through the experience? You've come to the right place. Welcome to Hidden Struggles with your host, Lady C.
Living in fear. The psychology of paranoia in Jehovah's Witnesses. Imagine living every day believing the world is out to get you, that your friends, neighbors, and even family members who aren't part of your group could lead you to destruction. That's the reality for many Jehovah's Witnesses, shaped by a system designed to keep them in a state of constant fear and mistrust. Hi, I'm Lady C, and today we're going to explore an important and often overlooked topic, and that is the psychology of paranoia and how it relates to Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, paranoia is more than just a passing feeling. It's a deep-seated, irrational fear that others are out to harm or deceive you. And for Jehovah's Witnesses, this isn't just a random emotion. It's something deeply woven into the teachings and structure of the organization. Understanding how paranoia works in high-control groups like Jehovah's Witnesses is key to unpacking the mental toll it takes, and more importantly, how individuals can begin to heal and move forward. Let's get started by defining what paranoia is all about. Paranoia is an overwhelming, irrational fear or suspicion that distorts your reality. It often leads people to believe that others are out to harm, deceive, or betray them, even without any real evidence. Now, in everyday life, paranoia can develop from personal experiences, trauma, or mental health challenges. But in groups like Jehovah's Witnesses, paranoia is intentionally cultivated. Why? Because paranoia is a powerful tool of control. When people are afraid, they're easier to manipulate. They're less likely to question authority, and they're more likely to stay loyal to the group. So how do Jehovah's Witness teachings foster paranoia? Jehovah's Witnesses are taught to view the world as dangerous, untrustworthy, and ultimately controlled by Satan. Let's break down a few key ways this paranoia is instilled. So let's talk about the psychological impacts on its members. Number one, the world lies in the power of the wicked one narrative. Witnesses are taught that Satan controls everything outside of their organization. Governments, education systems, and even charitable organizations are viewed as corrupt and under his influence. This worldview fosters constant fear and mistrust. Members are encouraged to limit their contact with non-witnesses, including coworkers, friends, and even family members. Number two, the persecution complex. Witnesses are told that they will face hatred and opposition simply for being Jehovah's Witnesses. This creates an expectation of hostility, even when none exists. For example, they're warned that governments might ban their preaching work or that angry mobs could turn against them. These warnings often come from Watchtower articles or dramatic videos during conventions. Number three, fear of apostates. Former members or apostates are portrayed as dangerous liars who are controlled by Satan. Witnesses are warned to avoid anything written, recorded, or even mentioned by an apostate. This fear keeps members from critically examining their own beliefs. They're too afraid to listen to someone who might offer a different perspective. And number four, the culture of self-policing. Witnesses are encouraged to report one another for perceived wrongdoing, whether it's missing a meeting or watching inappropriate movies. Members know they're always being watched. This creates a culture of suspicion where even close friends and family members are viewed as potential threats. Living in this environment of fear and mistrust has serious psychological consequences. For example, number 1, heightened anxiety. Members are constantly afraid of doing something wrong. They worry about being punished by God, shunned by their community, or even losing their chance at eternal life. Number 2, there's a deep mistrust of others. Because of the self-policing culture, members may feel they can't fully trust anyone, not even their closest friends in the congregation. And number 3, there are long-term mental health effects. Even after leaving the religion, many ex-Jehovah's Witnesses struggle with paranoia, anxiety, and even PTSD. They may find it hard to trust others or to shake the fear that they're still being watched or judged. Now let's talk about breaking free from the paranoia. The good news is that paranoia is learned and it can be unlearned. It takes time, but with the right support and resources, it's possible to rebuild trust in yourself and in others. In fact, here's some information that may be helpful. Breaking the cycle of paranoia. Number 1, therapy is essential. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is especially helpful for challenging irrational fears and replacing them with healthier thought patterns. Number 2, education is key. Learning about high control groups, critical thinking, and mental health can help you see through the fear-based teachings and reclaim your sense of reality. And number 3, reconnecting with trust. This might mean slowly building relationships with safe, supportive people. It might also mean joining a community of former members who understand what you're going through. Breaking free from paranoia is like stepping out of a shadow. You begin to see the world for what it really is, not through the lens of fear, but through your own clear and confident perspective. So to wrap up, paranoia in Jehovah's Witnesses isn't accidental. It's a product of teachings designed to isolate and control. But freedom is possible. If you've experienced paranoia in a high control group, I want to hear your story. Let's start a conversation in the comments about healing and hope. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Together, we can unlearn the fear and rebuild our trust in the world and in ourselves. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep moving forward. This has been Lady C, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Hidden Struggles with your host, Lady C. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with us.